Hello, dear students, and welcome to English for Palestine, grade 12. And our lesson for today will be in your textbook, Pupils Book, Unit 3, Period 3, Language, page 28. Learning objectives. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to distinguish between the past tenses, past simple, past continuous, and past perfect. Number 2, use the three tenses simultaneously and correctly. The past tenses, simple, continuous, and perfect. Let's see them. Past simple tense focuses on V2, the verb to, the form 2 of the verb, or the second derivation. For example, so is the past of see, walked, broke, bought, finished, etc. Past continuous. Past continuous, the main verb of this tense is was or were plus verb plus ing. And finally, the past perfect. Form of the past perfect tense is had plus the past participle form. Let's start with the uses of the past simple tense. Number 1, we use the past simple to talk about or to express an action that is completed in the past. So number 1, a completed action in the past. See this diagram. We have the past, and for example, now we are here at this point. This action completed here in this specific time. For example, let's see these examples. Number 1, I watched a movie yesterday. Here we have a keyword that relates to the past. Number 2, I didn't watch a play yesterday. Focus here. This is an affirmative sentence, which is number 1. Number 2 is a negative sentence. How do we negate the past tense? We use didn't plus the infinitive form of the verb. So pay attention. I didn't watch. Not I didn't watched. Okay? I didn't watch a play yesterday. 3, last year I traveled to Japan. Traveled. It's a regular verb in the past. It ends with ed. And remember, sometimes we doublize the L, the final letter in this verb. So last year is also a keyword, relates to the past tense. Number 4, last year I didn't travel to Korea. So didn't also negate the past tense or the past simple tense, and it must be followed with the infinitive form of the verb. 5, did you have dinner last night? We form here a question. We use the verb did to ask about past actions or a completed action in the past, plus the subject. So did plus the subject plus the infinitive form. So did you have dinner last night? Did you visit your friend last week? Did you see Ahmad, for example, yesterday, etc. The second use of the past tense, a series of completed action in the past. For example, when I want to mention more than one action, which done in the past, which completed in the past, I use the past simple tense. Let's see the example. Yesterday, I finished work, walked to the beach, and found a nice place to swim. Here we have finished, walked, number 2, and found. All these happened and ended, started and ended in the past. Now, the second tense, the past continuous. What are the uses of this tense? Number 1, an action that was taking place during another action in the past. We have a long action which was interrupted by another action, by a short action, and both of them in the past. Let's see the examples. Number 1, I was watching TV when she called. So, I was watching here. Was watching is the long action. This verb was interrupted by her call, when she called. So, when here, followed by the short action and preceded by the long action. The second example, number 2. When the phone rang, she was writing a letter. When the phone rang, here rang is the short action and was writing is the long action. Number 3. While we were having a picnic, it started to rain. So, were having is the long action, started is the short action. Let's continue with number 2. The second use of the past continuous is a continuing action that was happening at a specific time in the past. Let's see the examples. Last night at 6 p.m., I was doing my homework. So, where is the specific time in the past? Last night at 6 p.m. This is the specific point or the specific time in the past. So, I was doing my homework. The action was continuous. Number 2. All last night, we were driving through the desert. So, all last night is the specific time in the past, and the continuous action is were driving. Number 3. Yesterday at this time, I was having dinner with my family. So, yesterday at this time, it's the specific time which I'm talking about. I was having. Was having is the long action, which was in progress. Now, the third tense in the past is the past perfect. The use of this tense is to talk about a completed action took place before another action in the past. So we have action 1, for example, action 2, an action that started and ended before another action started and also ended in the past. Let's see the example. Here we have a diagram or this shape. As you see, the examples here. Number 1, I had never seen such a beautiful beach before I went to Hawaii. Had never seen before I went. So the first action, I hadn't seen, okay? But the second action is went to Hawaii. Number 2, I did not have any money because I had lost my wallet. I didn't have. What? Any money. It's what? It's an action in the negative form in the past simple. Did not have. So it's the second action. Where is the first action? I had lost my wallet. So first, I lost my wallet. Then I was looking for my money, so I did not have any money. This is the point. Number 3, Tony knew Istanbul so well because he had visited the city several times. Knew is the past form of the verb know. And had visited is the past perfect tense. Activity 1 now. Complete the sentences with the correct tense of the verbs in brackets. Yeah, we have here 6 sentences. Take 3 minutes, try to find answers, and then we will check your answers. Well done, guys. Let's start. Sentence number 1. I into my old friend while I. Here we have 2 spaces, 2 blanks. And we have here 2 verbs, run and shop. Have you found the correct answers for these blanks? Let's see. I ran into my old friend while I was shopping. So, ran is what? A short action. Was shopping is the long action. And pay attention to the word while. Number 2. What did you do last night? What did you do last night? I'm asking about the past simple tense. Number 3. What you yesterday at a specific time. Pay attention. At 9 a.m. The verb here, do. So, what's the answer of this question? What were you doing yesterday at 9 a.m.? Number 4. After my lunch, I space to sleep. We have and go. So, after I had my lunch, I went to sleep. Past perfect, past simple. Sentence number 5. I coffee with my colleagues because I'd already had one at home. Not have. What's the right answer? Let's see. I didn't have. So it's in the past simple. Now number 6. She her keys at the office. We have realize and forget. So the best answers for this sentence are she realized that she had forgotten her keys at the office. Past simple, past perfect. Let's move now. Activity 2. Again, try to circle the correct answers for these sentences. You have 2 minutes. So, go. Thank you. Let's check your answers. Number 1. How she to work this morning? Circle. So we have here many choices. A. Does come. B. Was coming. C. Had come. D. Did come. What do you think? This morning. The answer is D. How did she come? How did she come to work this morning? Number 2. What you at 9 o'clock last night? At 9 o'clock last night is a clue. So the answer is B. What were you doing at 9 o'clock last night? Number 3 now. What were they doing when the doorbell, what? C. Rang. What were they doing when the doorbell rang? Number 4. She understood the film because she about it before. So the best answer is A, because she had read about it before. Number 5 now. What Ali before he received his mechanic's license? The answer is B. What had Ali repaired? Number 6 now. She, her friends last night. The answer is D. She didn't meet her friends last night. Number 7 now. By the year 2007, I several poems. The answer is C. By the year 2007, I had written several poems. Number 8. While they for the bus, the accident happened. While they were waiting for the bus, the accident happened. Activity 3. Correct the mistake. There is only one mistake in each of the following sentences. Number 1. Sammy was playing tennis yesterday. He wasn't very good at it. Where's the mistake? Sammy was playing tennis yesterday. No, Sammy played tennis yesterday. He wasn't very good at it. So there's no continuity here. We have just to mention an action. So Sammy played. Number 2. I tried to phone Fatima this morning, but there is no answer. Tried, there is no answer. What do you think? Where's the mistake? Good job. So the correct or the correction of this mistake is I tried to phone Fatima this morning, but there was no answer. I'm talking about the past. Number 3. Where have you go last weekend? Where have you go last weekend? So the correction is Where did you go last weekend? Remember forming a question. Where did you go last weekend? The last one, number 4. He hurts his back while he was working in the garden. Hurts while was working. So, have you found the mistake? Let's see. He hurt his back while he was working in the garden. Hurt, hurts, hurt. Yeah, hurt is an irregular verb that stays the same in the second or in the past and the past participle. Task number 1 here. Rewrite the sentences as single sentences, changing the tense of the verbs. Use the word or phrase in the brackets to join the two events. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to do them, please. That's it for today. Have a nice day. See you next time. Goodbye.